Well, Superman has his fortress of solitude, and Bruce Wayne, he's got the Bat Cave, and me, the Menzoid, I've got the Menzoid Man Cave. It's a place where we sit back, chill out, talk about the issues of the day, and I'm happy to invite back into the Menzoid Man Cave free speech advocate Allan Einstoss. Welcome back, Allan.
Good to be here.
Great. And of course, Allan, you became somewhat of a household name back in August, at least locally here in Toronto. You were at the Al-Quds rally protesting against the Al-Quds people. You brought your care dog, Cupcake, along. And what happened?
I was detained by the police for walking in the park with my dog, my licensed leash dog, for a half an hour, put into handcuffs, and struck a deal with the police. They said if I leave, I won't spend the weekend in jail, for essentially walking my dog in the park by a group of people that, for cultural reasons, don't like dogs.
And it wasn't just cultural insensitivity that was expressed. The dog was kicked, and you were struck too by one of these protesters.
We were both assaulted.
And they don't get arrested or cuffed, you do.
Not even questioned.
Incredible. Now, I know you were thinking of pursuing legal action against the police. Every lawyer in town told you it's a no-hoper. So, you know, once again, Bill Blair's politically correct, pansified police force scores another victory. But that has set you off on a tangent to become a free speech advocate. And what you're going to do, I guess, is fight fire with fire. You just got permission by Queen's Park to have a debate there where it'll be Pastor Terry Jones, the infamous pastor who likes to burn Qurans, and he'll be going up against an Imam, Stephen Rockwell, who is never anything but entertaining. What's going to happen there?
Well, I just got back from Queen's Park, where I've been given the go-ahead, so we do have the permit. And it's going to be simply a night of expression of our charter rights of free speech and right to assemble. So we do have Pastor Jones coming up from Florida. He'll be here for this talk on the 11th. It'll be 6 p.m. at Queen's Park. There will be somebody, he will be expressing his views regarding the movie, The Innocence of Muslims. Whether it should be shown, whether it can be shown, and that's a very interesting debate to have. And of course, on the other side of this will be Imam Rockwell. We'll be discussing this. We've got a long list of people now that we have a venue that want to speak on both sides of this. So it's going to be very exciting.
As far as Terry Jones is concerned, I bet I can almost hear the critics howling. Why would you do this? Why would you bring this man here? Why would you bring someone who incites hatred and fear and loathing? What's the answer to that?
Well, who does he incite fear and loathing and hate in? I mean, that's the question. You know, it's a fundamental right of his to say what he says, as long as he's not inciting violence and hatred. And the truth of the matter is, under the charter, our charter, you have to incite one group, by definition, against another identifiable group. So when you look at it, who's killing each other? One identifiable group is killing the same identifiable group. So really, even under the charter, he is well within the bounds of the law.
This is an excellent point. What people might not realize is the number one identifiable group who are victims to radical Islamists are Muslims. You know,
far outweigh all other victims put together on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. More Muslims are killed by Muslims than any other groups lumped together.
Right.
And that's why I find it shocking that in this city, as an example, we can have a rally where 2,000 people showed up last week in front of the U.S. consulate to look to establish blasphemy laws in this country, and yet when there are multiple on a daily basis car bomb slaughters going on in Syria, they can't organize 5-10 people to go out in front of the Syrian consulate or the Syrian embassy.
Tell me, everyone wants to know, is Terry Jones on the grounds of Queen's Park going to burn a Quran?
No, absolutely not. As a matter of fact, Terry Jones has already been contacted by our finest Toronto Police Services.
Wow.
2 days ago he was called by a constable. We have her name and her phone number. She identified herself, asking various questions. One, was he aware that he is not allowed to be armed when he comes to Toronto? That was the first question. The second question was, is he bringing in the film Innocence of Muslims? And the next question was, does he plan on screening this here? This is the Toronto Police, not Canada Border Services.
But Allan, the world is upside down, but you know what? thanks to guys like you, you're fighting for your rights and our rights. And I thank you for that. And the date again, October 11th, what day is that?
It's Thursday, October the 11th at 6 p.m.
Okay, Queen's Park, Toronto.
Freedom.
Okay. As Billy Red Lions used to say, don't you dare miss it.